everybody, so today we are back on my bed for another chill sort of video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of my top tips for how to be more body positive. So this is just like a body positivity for beginners. These are just, again, just like 5 of the most basic tips that I could think of that are easy, that you can do right now, that will get you started on the road towards being more body positive and more loving towards yourself. So I did a big old Q&A a while ago, and I did a get ready with me talking about body positivity. Both of those will be listed up here in the little eye icon if you want to watch those. But body positivity and sex positivity and self-love are some of the topics that I've been wanting to bring onto my channel more. So that's what I am doing. So if you don't already, you can also follow my personal Instagram, which is where I do a lot of both, you know, my personal posts, but also a lot of my body positive posts and things like that. So if you're interested in seeing more, you can follow that. It will be listed down below. It is set to private, so I do have to like approve you, but that's so I don't get creeps. So anyways, if you want to know my top 5, well, these aren't like my top 5, but 5 of the tips that I have if you want to become more body positive, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first 2 are kind of combined. They're like really similar, but they're different. The first thing, and this is the first thing that I did that really like changed the way that I see both myself and body positivity. It really helped so much. The first one is unfollow people that make you feel like crap. If you see my pictures and it makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow me, absolutely. Anybody that you follow where you see them and you compare yourself to them and it makes you feel bad, unfollow it. If there's any, like, I know there's a lot of great fitness blogs out there, but there's a lot of also dangerous toxic fitness blogs out there. If you follow those and they make you feel bad about yourself, anybody that makes you feel bad about yourself, absolutely unfollow them right now. You don't need that negativity in your life, okay? Next tip that is like going right off of that and is incredibly important is follow body positive blogs. Find Instagrammers, find people of similar body types to you, of different body types than you, like bigger, smaller, taller, smaller, whatever. Find a bunch of body positive blogs. Go down the body positive hashtag on Instagram. I will link some of my absolute favorite body positive blogs. I'll list them all in the description box of this video. But follow them. This was a game changer for me, because think about it. Think how often we are on our phones. And if you're following only stereotypically perfect, photoshopped, not real pictures, if you're only seeing that, of course it's going to be so toxic for you, because that's all you're seeing. So of course you're going to be comparing yourself to them constantly. So having that variety on your Instagram feed or whatever, if Pinterest is your thing, like start following some body positive blogs on Pinterest. Whatever it is, whatever your thing is, follow positive blogs that make you feel good about yourself. That was the thing that really changed the game for me. Was I started following a few body positive blogs and I started being like, oh hey, like these women look like me and these women are beautiful, so therefore I can be beautiful too. And it's just so nice because you see the same struggle. Like my personal struggle was that I was always like, self-conscious of my body, but whenever I like said anything about it, people were like, well, you're skinny, like, well, you're thin, so like shut up, essentially. And like no matter what your size, even if you're the thinnest of thin to the curviest of curve, everybody has insecurities. So finding those people that like have similar insecurities as you is very helpful, in that, like, you know, you're not alone, and you know that like even these people that you see on Instagram that are, you know, perfect have insecurities too, and it really helps. So unfollow everybody that makes you feel like crap and follow body positive social media accounts. It helps so much. I cannot tell you. If you only do a couple things, do that, because It is so helpful to just be scrolling through your feed and seeing all of these different beautiful people loving themselves, because loving yourself is contagious and you're gonna want to love yourself more. The next one is stop bullying yourself. This like drives me up the wall. Like when I post something and people are like, well, I wish I could pull that off, or I can't do that, I'm too ugly, I'm too fat, I'm too this, blah blah blah. Like, how dare you say that about yourself? Like, the only person stopping you from pulling off something is you. So stop being your own biggest bully. Whenever you say something mean about yourself, I want you to picture that you're saying that to somebody else, that you're saying that to your best friend. If you wouldn't say that to your best friend, why would you say that to you? Take something that you're about to say, like, I can't wear this, I'm too fat. Take that sentence. If you heard a stranger saying that to one of your loved ones, would you be pissed? Probably. So why would you say it to yourself? Just take any sentence that is self-degrading, that is bullying yourself, put it in that context, and if you aren't going to say it to somebody else, if you don't have anything nice to say about yourself, don't even think it. Like, just really put it in that context, and that really, really helps. Stop being your own biggest bully. Like, and I know that's hard, and I know it's going to take time, which connects back to my last tip, so I'll touch on that in a minute. But I remember I saw, and I'm sure y'all have seen it, I saw this, I think it was like a tweet or something that was like, anytime you say something mean about yourself, picture Donald Trump saying it to you. Like, because if you're like, oh, I'm so fat, but if you picture Donald Trump saying, oh, you're so fat, like, fuck you, dude, no fucking way I'm gonna take that. So don't take it from yourself. Got it? Okay, stop bullying yourself. Honestly, the biggest change comes from changing how you talk to yourself and how you think of yourself. And it comes with time, but it's a lot of fake it till you make it. And again, I'll go over that like on the last tip, because the last tip really has to do with that. But stop it. Stop being so damn mean to yourself. Next one that goes along the same lines is recognize your intrusive thoughts. Recognize those thoughts that come into your head that are toxic, that are mean, that are unhealthy. Recognize those thoughts as intrusive thoughts and not as truth. So y'all know the thoughts that I'm talking about. Those just like mean, intrusive thoughts that come into your head, and the right part of you is like, no, get the fuck, get out of there. And then those intrusive thoughts come in where they're like, you're worthless, you're fat, you suck, everybody thinks you're ugly, you are ugly. All of those just like negative thoughts that all of us have. Every single one of us has. I on the daily push out intrusive thoughts. Right now, as I'm looking at my viewfinder, I'm like, oh, you got some tummy rolls there, Katie. Maybe you should take care of that. Like, no, fuck that. Like, everybody has intrusive thoughts, and you need to recognize those as not the truth. They are intrusive. They're intrusive for a reason. They do not belong there. The last piece of advice that I have, and these are just 5. I could go on for a really long time. I will be doing more body positive videos, so don't worry. But the next one, and the most important one, is be patient and be persistent. Body positivity takes a very, very, very long time, because as I've talked about in my other videos, you literally have to like untrain every single negative thing that you have learned and that the media has been feeding you since we were in elementary school. So it takes a really, really, really long time. I've talked about this in other videos, but I'm gonna say it here again. I've been a very confident person most of my life. I've had a lot of supportive people around me, and I've had the luck of being a confident person. When I started gaining weight about, oh my gosh, like 2 years ago now, that's when, or maybe last year? Yeah, last year, year and a half ago, when I started gaining weight, that's when I really felt like shit about myself, and that's when I started posting body positive pictures. And those the first like 6 to 9 months of those pictures, I was lying to myself. I was posting the pictures and being like, hey, I'm putting this out there, I'm trying to love myself, I'm very self-conscious, but here's a picture of me and my stomach rolls and my stretch marks and things like that. I'm trying. And I really was just trying. That's all I was doing, was just trying. I didn't believe it yet at all. But now it's been a year, and like it's so nice because I finally feel free. Like, I finally feel like I not like I don't care. Like I don't care about my body. Like I care about my body, but I care about it in a very wholesome way. I care about it in that like I want to take care of my body, and taking care of my body does not mean getting washboard abs and a Kim Kardashian butt and a 2-inch waist. No, taking care of my body means exercising when it feels right, means eating right, but also having balance and having some beers with my friends and eating those Oreos at 11:30 at night, because life is about balance and that's what makes me happy. And I'm finally at a point where I feel good about myself. Like I really do. And of course I have bad days, every single person does, but it's taken a long time. It took a year for me, and that is coming from somebody who has been very confident all their life. So I understand that it may be a lot harder for you if you have struggled with self-image, self-love issues, if you have people in your life who have been tearing you down that were important to you. Whatever it is, the struggle is going to be different for everybody, but I just want to put it out there that just because it doesn't happen overnight doesn't mean it won't happen, and you just have to be persistent with constantly pushing out those intrusive thoughts and being like, no, my body is beautiful, with constantly just reassuring yourself that you are beautiful and you are worth it, and it doesn't matter what society tells us is in body-wise, it doesn't matter, because you are worth it and you are valuable. A number on a scale or a number on the back of the tag of your jeans doesn't mean anything compared to who you are as a person. Alright guys, so to wrap this up, let's go over them one more time. Make sure you've taken notes because there's a quiz at the end. No, I'm just kidding. The first one is unfollow people that make you feel like crap about yourself. The second one, follow people that make you feel good about yourself. Follow people with similar body types to you. Honestly, seeing other people with bodies similar to yours helps so much, and is the thing that really was the game changer for me. 3, stop bullying yourself. Anytime you think something mean about yourself, think, would I say that to a loved one? Or if Donald Trump said that to me, would I punch him in the face? If the answer is, well, no for the first one and yes for the second one, then stop saying it to yourself. 4, recognize those intrusive thoughts as intrusive thoughts and not as the truth. And 5, be patient and be persistent. It takes a lot of time. It is so much of fake it till you make it. Keep telling yourself you are beautiful. You don't need to change. Keep telling yourself that until you believe it, because one day you will believe it, I promise. Alright you guys, those are just my 5 tips to share right now. Let me know what kind of body positive videos that you want to see. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys right now. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!